It's time for the Gettin Outdoors podcast, Town Country United Bank Lake Millis Ferry Weekend Hunting and Fishing Report. A weekly update on water conditions, ramp events, generating schedules, horse biting, and seasonal hunting information with my outdoor media analysts Joe Allen Dunn and Kevin Sims. This weekly hunting and fishing report is brought to you by the good folks at Town Country United Bank in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for over 40 years. Town Country United Bank's highest priority is satisfied customers. Now, here's your weekend Lake Millis Ferry hunting and fishing report.
None of them on B&D Silver Shade. Team Bigfoot in the house.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors podcast 193, Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report. And this is the week before Thanksgiving. Joe Allen Dunn in the studio with me. Kevin couldn't make it today. He had to stay with his mama, and it wasn't enough service in the house to come on with us live. So we hope him and Miss Dottie are tuned in tonight.
Yeah.
Joe Allen, we got a lot to talk about. We'll start off with this weekend is the opening weekend. Let's talk about a few events we got coming up. Of course, the Wilcox Area Chamber Big Buck Contest is going on. If you hadn't got your ticket and you hunt in Monroe, Butler, Lowndes, Dallas, Marengo, Clark, or Wilcox County, you need to buy that $20 ticket.
Well, I saw some youth pictures on your page that would have won it.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that left anywhere from $500 to $1,500 on the table this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt.
They didn't have a big buck ticket. And so that's going on right now. You can get your tickets at, I got a list here where you can get your tickets at Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, Venison LLC, Handyman Building Supply, McDonald's Grocery, Wilcox Farm and Hunting Supply, and in Pine Hill, Mike's Country Kitchen, and in Oak Hill's Grocery.
Well, I tell you what, Coast to Coast was lit up when I come by there. They got the Christmas stuff out.
I got cussed out. Well, I didn't get cussed out. I got fussed at the other day. I go by there early in the morning, and they had to decorate the Christmas one.
Oh yeah,
all decorated up. They had Mama Claus and a bunch of stuff in there, but they didn't have Santa Claus up there. And I took a picture and put it on Facebook. And Katie let me know quick. You don't take no picture till I get through with it. So I think she's through with it yet. I see old Mark Boland on here. He had hand surgery yesterday after he nailed them crappie the other day. So he's giving the crappie rest. But anyway, big buck contest tickets. Get them before you go hunting. this weekend, opening weekend. Y'all excuse me, I still got that old hacking cough. This weekend in Miller's Ferry for the Miller's Ferry Fire Department at Riverview Baptist Church, they are selling fish plates for $10 a piece. They are pre-selling them only, so you need to go ahead and get your tickets and pick your fish plates up at 11 o'clock from 11 to 2 this Saturday. That is for the Miller's Ferry Volunteer Fire Department. And then the day after Thanksgiving Turkey Day Classic will be, let's see, and I think I got Rod's number. There it is. The day after Turkey Day Classic, Bridgeport City Landing, put on every year by the Monroe County Bass Anglers. Rod Sims is who you need to contact. Joe Allen, that'd be a perfect time for all these guys fishing at ABT 100 in June to come down here and get a little taste of Miller's Ferry. That'll be the Friday after Thanksgiving.
And that club's been doing that for a long time.
They sure have. And then the next Saturday, I'm sorry, y'all. I need some cough drops. The 26th Annual Hunters Appreciation Day, that'll be Saturday, November the 26th. And the town of Pineapple puts that on every year. But what we want to really talk about is the Les Mora Memorial Big Buck and Big Hog contest. That will be going on one day only, $20 entry fee, but you got to enter it by 8 o'clock Friday night. $500 for the big buck winner, $150 for the big buck second place, $250 for the ladies winner, $150 for the juvenile 17 and under, and $250 for the big hog. And that will be at the Pineapple Hunters Appreciation Day on the 26th.
That's another event that's been going on.
Big time. Yeah, 26. I think, let's see, it is the 26th annual.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. Mike Lexon's tuned in. I called him Mike Colquitt last week, and he sent me a picture of some crappie he caught today. I didn't have time to get the picture up, but Mike Letkins, I'm sorry. Get you and Mike Coker, both of y'all big time. One of them's in Monroe County, one of them's in Clark County. Both of them big time rich folks. I get them rich folks mixed up.
Yeah, they all got too much money.
Yeah. So thank you, Mike. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. All right, I called the Miller's Ferry Powerhouse a while ago. Tomorrow, November the 17th, from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. No, from midnight to 5 a.m. 2 units. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 3 units. From 10 p.m. to midnight, 2 units. At Jones Bluff tomorrow, from midnight to 5 a.m., 2 units. From 5 to 9 p.m., 4 units. From 10 p.m. to midnight, 2 units. Temperatures in the river is 64 degrees, and in the sloughs is 62 degrees. So that water has cooled off the way we want it, Joel.
Oh, yeah, it's just going to get better and better. I like to see a little more current. As soon as we get some of those winter rains, it'll. Some people don't like it muddy, but I like it muddy.
Yeah,
and I like a little rise on it in that river, because then I can find them fish then. But we waiting on that right now. But it's pretty. The water's beautiful right now. If you want to get on.
Well, somebody wanted me to ask you: have you quit fishing? Or you just a professional chef now?
Well, I'm honing my cooking skills, no doubt. And I've me and Donna's been, this last weekend we cooked up all kind of stuff, and she is really bringing me along, because I thought I knew how to cook. No, I didn't know how to cook. You got to listen to the women, because they'll tell you how to do it, and there's little tricks that they know that they didn't quite won't tell you unless you ask. And they made comments about my biscuits being too tough. Todd did, and Donna showed me what I did wrong. But we'll do that on a cooking show.
Well, so you're telling me though that you called yourself the cornbread king, but you're kind of backing off from that.
I'm back, and well. I tell you this right now, I will. You tell me where I'm wrong, and that's what I like. I like corrective criticism. That way, I can get better and better. Yeah, constructive criticism. I like that. So, if anybody want to give me more information on how to do it better, I want to get it.
Well, I can't wait to taste Denise's cornbread the way Kevin was telling me she cooked it last week. So I can't wait for that judging, that cornbread judging contest.
Well, like I said, we're gonna have 3 different styles of cornbread that day. A regular, just plain cornbread, and I think Todd and Vicky's gonna do a Mexican cornbread, and Denise is gonna do a fried cornbread.
Yeah.
And you really need to. Everybody ought to take note on that, because that's coming up.
Yeah.
Cornbread is what the basis of your dressing.
That's an old Southern tradition.
You gotta your cornbread right, then you mix your stuff to make the dressing. But cornbread is the base.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Joe Allen. Last week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, them kids worked old Big Dad to death.
I saw that.
I think I had over 3 dozen pictures sent to me, and I tried to get all of them up there. I hope I did, but it was just a great week. And every time, each smile just makes old Big Dad. When I see them children killing them deer and sending me them pictures, and I do want to share this. I got to share this with y'all, because I know all y'all have probably seen it. But this right here made me, and it's gonna make you. I'm a 71-year-old, pretty hard old guy, but this right here made me cry like a baby. It when Bryce got his coon dog.
Where's that from?
That's from Pawpaw, Nana, me, and John.
That's your blue tick puppy.
That's your coon dog, baby.
He's got dogs. Where's that? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
What you think, baby?
I love it.
Oh, baby.
That right there is what it's all about. I sent it to Clyde Ray. I know Clyde Ray probably won't take him coon hunting with him, but I really do appreciate his mama sending me that and letting me share it on my Facebook page, because that's just the way we roll in the Alabama Black Belt. But I want to thank all the youth for sending the pictures. Y'all keep sending me pictures and videos, because I love to get them. All right, we had an issue last week on the show. We talked about sinking natural and artificial habitat in the river. I did a little research, not much, but I did a little research, and everybody I talked to in the state and federal government level said that they were not aware of any law, rule, or regulations on putting natural or native habitat in the river for fish habitat. One person with the Corps of Engineers did tell me that it was something on the books where you needed to get a permit, but they had not enforced it in 23 years that he'd been there. So that's that.
Well, like you said, the main thing is native or structure. You can get off the bank, wooden structure, as long as you ain't putting tires and batteries and stuff like that to sink
all cans and stuff like that.
We all understand that.
As long as it's environmental friendly.
Yeah.
Old Shane Jones is tuned in. You see that video he put up a while ago? I think it's on Warrior River Outdoors. Him and they fishing in his new boat. It looks like they're sitting in your living room.
Yeah, That boat. Oh, I like the other one. The one with him cooking that chili.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, he was making chili the other night. And I said,
Well, he's back now. He's back the crappie gypsy because he's traveling everywhere now. He stayed here for about 2 months, and now he's getting out. I think he's going to Logan Martin, and
well, he's doing that because while he's got the time.
yeah,
Because come spring, it's going to be the Miller's Fair crappie experience probably every weekend.
yeah, it probably will be. Hey, y'all, we had a boating accident up on Wheeler this week with a cat fisherman and a bass fisherman. I don't know the details of it. I talked to Kevin about it this afternoon, and my thoughts. Now, this is just my personal thoughts. I think that it should be a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit on every public waterway in Alabama. That's my opinion. Somebody's got to change my mind. Now, Kevin said this evening that those big boats, those 250, 300 horsepower motors, needed to run faster than 50 miles an hour. I don't know, but I'm thinking, and I know speed might not even been the reason for the accident, but I'm saying my experience out on that lake, 50 miles an hour is plenty fast enough for any vessel to be moving on that water. And somebody's got to change my mind. You're right, Will. 50 miles an hour is flying on that river.
That's way plenty enough.
Yeah, I really do.
If they want to have a racing contest, get over and go to racing. Don't have your bass boats flying that fast if you can't control it.
That's right. I mean, it's just too dangerous. All right, let's see what we got going on this weekend, Joe Allen, before we get to the fishing report. I didn't realize what all we got going on this weekend. Deer season, gun season, of course, comes in Saturday from November the 19th through February the 10th, 2023. We even have the second season of dove season comes in Saturday, and it goes to the 27th. Are you hearing of any doves?
I have not heard of anybody having any locally, but they are, I'm sure. I don't know if Rick's got any right now or not, but I'll talk to him tonight and see.
Third season comes in December the 17th through January the 15th, and that's in the north and the south zone for dove hunting. A special this weekend, Saturday only, the 19th, for you youth hunters, veterans, active duty military. Y'all have a special one-day duck season Saturday. If you are a youth hunter, a veteran, or a active military. Now, here's something that we don't talk about enough, Joe Allen. It is a fall turkey season in 6 counties in Alabama.
Yep.
And those 6 counties are Monroe, Clark, Covington, Talladega, Clay, and Randolph County. And turkey season comes in this Saturday and goes out the 27th, and then comes back in December the 10th and goes out January the 1st for the fall turkey season. I don't know anybody that fall turkey hunts. Do you?
I used to.
I did. The time. That used to be a big thing.
Yeah, it's so easy to kill one in the fall too. If you got somebody that
how do you hunt them in the fall? Ain't they bunched up? You just scatter them out and then sit down and call one up.
That's all you got to do. You can, and literally, a young guy learning. That's the thing. Say you go out hunting that afternoon and you get into some turkeys and you bust them up. Go back right where you busted them up the next morning. Be in there full daylight and sit down, and you'll hear them go to squawking, trying to get back together. And most of the time, you'll know what you bust up because it'll either be all gobblers or all hens. If it's all hens, don't go back there.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a patch there that's got 10 gobblers coming in it. And I done told Cameron that I need another turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So he needs to go get him one.
Yeah.
Get us
and
one.
You do that in Clark. It's Clark, Monroe, Covington, Talladega, Clay, and Randolph County.
because I fried up my last turkey breast. Well, I had some more, but Mama got it.
All right, let's get into this weekend's hunting and fishing report. We'll start off with the catfish, and we've talked about the accident. Let me tell y'all something. Did you watch SmackDown Catfishing Live last night?
No, I did.
He had a fella on there talking about bumping the bottom for catfishing. Have you ever heard of that? And I typed in the notes, what is bumping? Explain bumping. And they never would tell me what it was. So I got to get old Stacy and find out about this bumping that they do, catching them 60 and 70-pound catfish.
That just the technology, the terminology sounds about like what we do crappie fishing.
Yeah.
I do that too, and have caught some big catfish.
But I think they're doing it in the middle of the river.
Yep, maybe.
But we got to get the old cat catcher on here and find out about that bumping. Now, they wouldn't tell me last night on the show, but they were all talking about it like they all knew what it was, but they wouldn't share nothing with us.
You got to explain.
Brian Taylor is on here with us, and I wish he'd give me a catfishing report. I'm worried about my buddy because I don't see him out there no more. All right, let's see what Leon said, because he might change my mind. The problem I have with people automatically blaming bass boats for going too fast before they find out what happened. If you remember, I let you know when y'all had the catfish tournament, there were multiple boats anchored in the river with no running lights on and bass boats going everywhere on the river. I remember that, Leon, and that is true, too. But I still say that 50 miles an hour on that river is plenty fast enough for any boat to be running up and down the river. Anybody that's sitting out there with no running lights on, that is not only a safety violation, but that is against the law. Yep. And they should be ticketed for it. Yep. So there you go. All right, catfishing report, Joe Allen. I hadn't seen anybody fishing for catfish. Have you?
No, but with these water conditions, you can still do long lines in the river. You can start.
Long lines still in play.
They are still in play. Don't think they're not. Until that water gets messed up, long lines are in play, and probably you'll catch some of your bigger fish doing that. But now you can still now start going up in the sloughs, throwing the shallow jugs. Always use your wind to your advantage. And with them not pulling water the same way in the river. But when they go to pulling water, the long lines in the river is going to still do good.
Well, I tell you what, I was looking at those pictures of me and you and Kevin caught on January the 1st, 2020.
Yeah. And
then we were up in, we were
in Alligator.
Yeah, we was in Alligator Slough, and we caught some whoppers that day.
What
about bait?
That's just the main thing. Get the bait. And I'm going to have a lot of froze bait this year at the store. I'm getting in with some guys that pogey fish, and everybody says, well, what's a pogey? It's just a big shad down there in that brackish water at the Gulf. But they're real oily. I've used them up here before. They'll work just like a big shad. I'm going to try to have more skipjack in the store this year, but I'm working on all that.
You can't have but 100 skipjack in possession.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you get your 10 bags, 10 in the bag.
Yeah.
Brian Taylor, I know that. Y'all tell Leon it wasn't you that wasn't lit up out on that river, because Brian's boat looked like a beer joint sitting out there with all that neon lights on. All right, catfishing is good, though. If you come to catfishing,
it's excellent right now.
All right, let's talk about crappie fishing. And before we get to the lake crappie fishing, let me tell you about two of our public lakes, Bibb County Lake and Dallas County Lake. Brandon Threadgill thumped them in Dallas County Lake the other day. And Bibb County Lake's catching those crappie biting in there, too. So if you want to catch some crappie, you go to one of those public lakes, Bibb County Lake or Dallas County Lake, because they are biting in there. Mike Bolden, he had a good day. He was fishing in some stumps. He had a good day. I'm sorry he had surgery. It'll be after the first of the year before he's able to use his hand. Shane went this weekend. I don't know where. I think he went to Demopolis, but he caught his usual fish, And Chris Blunt, did you see those pictures Chris Blunt sent me where he said he caught them on 200 yards of the riverbank on Miller's Ferry, and it looked like a limit 2 days in a row? And I said, Lord, have mercy. And then, of course, Mike Ledkins just sent me a nice picture of black crappie he caught today. So the crappie are biting. They are biting good.
Oh, yeah.
My nephew, he done got into the crappie fishing. He went Saturday, and I think that wind whooped him pretty good.
I told you what he told me when I texted him. I wanted some firewood, and that was Thursday, I think, last week. And he said, well, I'll get it to you, but I got to go to a ball game Friday night, and I'm going to probably be on the river all day Saturday. I said, that's fine. I won't be here till today to pick it up. So he had me a trailer load full of wood. So I'm happy.
Yeah, but he's getting into it. So crappie fishing now, I would say I wouldn't get off of that riverbank. However, talking to Mike Letkins and Mark Bolden, they in them stumps too.
Well, yeah, but it's always, typically this time of year, the river bite has always been so good. That's what I love to do right now. It's a bottom bouncing, and a lot of times this time of year too, ain't got quite cold enough yet, but you got to feel that bite. It'll change, but it hadn't probably yet. That water ain't cold enough. You'll get a good solid thump right now.
Yeah.
But later on, you'll get just a heavy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But the water ain't got cold enough for them yet. They gonna bite.
And Mark gave me some jigs the other day, and I will try them out, Mark. I don't know if it'll be this weekend. I got to get rid of this cough. I'm scared to get out in that weather till I get rid of this cough. And I don't feel bad. It's just this persistent cough.
Well, I'll bring you some cough medicine, and you can get rid of it. I'll tell you, I forgot to bring it. It's from Virginia.
Yeah. Shane says the water is cooling. The crappie will be feeding, getting ready for the winter. I'm ready for them too, yep. Shane. All right, crappie fishing this weekend, melons, jigs, whatever. You just got a fish farm, but they are out there. This cool weather and this clear water is really messing them up.
Yeah, that's hindering us.
Yeah,
that clear water. As soon as all we want is a little bit of stain to it, and we're gonna have to get a little bit of rain and get it moving where they may have to crack a floodgate or two, and it runs all the time, and that's when it's gonna show up get good.
Yep, you're exactly right. All right, bass fishing. Mason Green and Hunter Myers went up to Swift Creek the other afternoon. They caught the devil out of some spots, some largemouth, and some stripes up there. I don't know where they went. And Mike Leckins said the crappie done moved a little deeper. Shad about 20 foot starting to layer up. Good. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. But bass fishing, I'm gonna tell you, did they have a bass? They got a bass fishing. We got one coming up Friday week, a week from this Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, from Bridgeport City Landing, the Monroe County Bass Anglers Annual Day After Turkey Day Classic. What they got to do to win that tournament, Joe Allen?
Well, it's going to be all over the board because we ain't had enough rain to do nothing. And, I'm going to have to stay in the river unless we have a lot of high rain or something between now and then. I don't see it coming. And the river bite should be key, catching some big spots. So, that's typically this time of year. I used to wouldn't go deer hunting, and I'd go below the dam, but them spots below the dam would be on fire.
Yeah. Somebody told me they went below the dam.
And not just there, they all gonna be on fire everywhere. I just had them more concentrated for me, below the dam, but above the dam, should be the same thing. They ought to be, them big spots ought to be on fire.
What is the wintertime go-to bait?
Well, really, you start going back to like, I like
One, two, 1, 2. All right, y'all probably can't hear it that good, but you ought to be able to hear it picking up on the camera right there. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Let me try something else. I see you can't hear us, but let me see. Let me try one more thing. One, two, 1, 2. I know the sound ain't that good, but that's the best we can do right now, y'all. So just bear with us. Can you hear it? Can you hear us now? All right, let's talk about small game. I've already shown you the video of Bryce and Duke, and he's getting his first coon dog puppy. We talked about the dove season coming in this weekend for the second season. Turkey season's coming in for 6 counties, which will be Clark, Monroe, Covington, Talladega, Clay, and Randolph County. It is a special duck hunting day this Saturday for if you're a veteran, or if you're a youth hunter, or if you're active military, you can hunt ducks this weekend. And duck season will be in, let's see, I think it comes in on the 25th. The 25th and 26th, 2 days, and then goes out till December the 3rd, and it stays in till the 29th of January. What about ducks? Have you seen any ducks, Joel?
I hadn't been on Waterloo, but looking at the weather, it should be pushing us some on in here.
Well, I saw a pile of blue-winged teals the other day when we was on the river. I mean, it was probably 50 or 75.
And I would sure love to have about 4 or 5 of them.
Hey, Richard Holt, I had somebody call me the other day or texted me the other day, and they were concerned about doves in Pike and Coffee County. Give me a dove report in Pike and Coffee County. He said they were just about non-existent over there. So let me know if you've seen any doves or what the dove situation is in Pike and Coffee County. All right, the rodeo. Kevin ain't here for the rodeo, but I've been keeping up with that University of West Alabama rodeo team, and they are kicking rump. I can tell you that. They got an excellent team, and I think they got a big rodeo this weekend, and I sure hope Brody gets a good ride. All right, cooking. We've been talking a little bit about cooking now, but Donna is getting in the her cornbread is going to be a great addition to the cornbread king. and Denise. We're gonna get Denise involved. And I talked to Travis the other day, and he said he's got some special meal and some stuff from the Indians taught him, and he wants to get in the
no, Travis just needs to stand on the sideline and catch his catfish. So,
when you and Todd gonna do another video?
we're gonna do it Sunday.
Okay.
Remember, you got to come and you're gonna be the I reckon the director and producer of this one here.
Okay.
With all of us there. And anyway, we're gonna have a good one after this weekend.
Richard said he agrees with no doves. He hardly sees any in the peanut fields now. Well, maybe that cold weather will blow some of those migratory birds down here. I sure hope so. I don't keep up with them like I used to.
Well, I talked to Bruce over at Skinner's.
Yeah.
And he said, I think he said he took in 36 deer during the youth hunt, and he had 8 or 10. He said trophy deer.
Well, there was some trophy deer sitting to me. Now I hadn't gotten up with John Diggs to see what he did at Gunnison LLC, but that it was a good weekend for those deer. This weekend's gonna be a good weekend too.
Oh yeah!
Don't forget to get your Wilcox Area Chamber Big Buck Contest now ticket. Don't forget that. All right, Joe Allen. Black Friday is a week from tomorrow. Or no, what's today? A week from Friday. What y'all got at Dawn Sports? I know you stocked up.
We got a good stock right now of everything, and I had a distributor rep come by to visit me yesterday, and when he walked in the door and looked over there, he said, "Man, you got more green boxes of Remington than we have." I said, "Yeah, I've been getting it all summer long." So we still got a lot of Remington in the 243, 22, 250, 243, 25-06, 308, 270, 30-06, 7 mag, and 300 Win Mag. We still got it. Got a lot of Federal and 243 in the same right now. But we ain't as deep in ammo as like I used to be 5 years ago, you know. So it's gonna go fast. The kids' clothes they flew out because last weekend with youth they was all getting them clothes and boots and stuff like that. But we still got a lot of Drake and Browning. I got low on Browning pants, but I found somebody that had some, and I'm restocked. A lot of dress shirts and stuff like that for Christmas gifts. Got a lot of grunts. Everything really right now.
Well, that's good. And now's the time at the Christmas shop. I can tell you, everybody, all my sponsors are going to have big time Black Friday sales, and y'all go support them. Rusty wants to know how much your 30-06. Rusty, if you got to ask your price, you can't afford them. So.
Well, I tell you, Rusty, when I opened the store in '93, I think 30-06 was selling about $12 to $14 a box. But now it'll scare you to death what they're gonna cost. They owe $35 a box for some Remington 30-06 books, and that shouldn't be that way, but it is right now.
But Rusty, I know that if you go ask Travis, he'll buy you a box of bullets. Don't you set your ass?
Yeah, I got his credit card on account there. If you need a box, I'll put it on Travis' account.
There you go. Come on, get you a box on Travis Powell, Rusty. All right, everybody. I want to apologize for my coughing today. I want to apologize for our audio that we had trouble with. I don't know what happened to it. But I thank y'all for tuning in. We're not going to be on next Wednesday. We're going to take the week off and celebrate Thanksgiving with our families. So we won't be here next Wednesday night, and I won't record a podcast next Wednesday. We're going to take the week off. But we'll be back on November the 30th. Yeah. You don't want him to buy you a box of bullets, Rusty? But we appreciate the support, appreciate everything y'all do for us, and everybody have a great Thanksgiving. I know you're gonna be in the woods, on the water, and enjoying our great outdoors. Remember to practice safety. And we're cooking Sunday night. Is that what you
Yep.
All right. Let me see here. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great Thanksgiving week, and we'll see y'all on November the 30th. See y'all.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick.